Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Friday.
Who's excited?
I'm excited.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Sounds great
I love
to
the
me.
weekends.
Hey, you threw some good topics in here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice job with that.
All right.
So everybody, please be ready for a couple of topips
Get
today
your
that are
ears
decent.
on. We got a lot of information.
First one is going to be fam camp. Apparently, a little difficult for me to say.
Don't bring your tents.
Nope, fam camp. So
Fam
we'll
camp.
go over that one, and we have the link and everything to show off
That's coming
for you.
up next week, everyone. Next week.
So
Tuesday,
this is
Wednesday,
a reminder
Thursday.
for it, modification of some times, and
Yeah,
we'll
we're
give you the
gonna-
link and everything else.
Give you a link and tell you all the fun things that are going to happen there.
Yes. And then we have Federal Pacific Panel Box. Shauna's going to discuss that.
Yep, we're going to talk about that.
And then we have a third topic that we'll hold if we have the time.
This
But if not,
topic's
we
been
won't
held
go
over. This home's probably sold 3 times by now, but
I'm not sure. Omkar knows the guy that owns it. So that's pretty cool.
yeah.
And actually we didn't. So there's that. Well, thank you guys for joining us today, Shauna.
Yep.
What about roll call?
Roll call. Who's here? Hopefully y'all are here. Please pay attention. We have some information about next week that is very important. So everybody get your coffee, get ready. Here we go.
Preparation for FAM Camp
FAM Camp
2021.
2021. So that
Yes.
is next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have a shorter version this year, and it's going to be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. each day.
So let's go ahead and share this link.
We're going to share the link so you guys can see the itinerary. I think we have come up with some really good things that'll help you in your business for next year. So it's going to be in person. We will not have a virtual option. It will be in person in our home office. Okay? So we're going to start promptly at 9 o'clock. We have everything really jam-packed to give you a lot of great information. So it's important that you guys are here in your seats, ready to start at 9 a.m. Please bring your laptop and a charger. Make sure it's fully charged.
Okay.
That's important, okay? The other thing that we need to know is who is actually going to be here, because we have some things that we have planned for that we need to give you materials for by Monday so you can fill out and be ready for Tuesday, okay? So if you can kind of go slower, Mike.
Yes.
So we have chatted the link to the itinerary in the chat. So Tuesday, we're going to kick it off, and we are addressing, this year has been, a little challenging, but it's also been very successful for most of us. So we're going to talk about that and have that as like our mission, I guess, for, or our vision for this week or this year's training. So a couple things that we're going to have is we're going to have a Zoho refresher. So we have some things that are important in Zoho that we want to share with you and make sure that you guys are all using correctly, and some new opportunities that you have in there that you may not be aware of. Then we got to add some fun in there. So we have Bread and Board coming to do a charcuterie making board for the holidays. So it'll give you guys a way to do something special for your guests that might be coming in for the holidays. Or maybe you want to have some clients over and do something nice for them. And then we're going to wrap that up, okay?
Can we talk about the charcuterie board?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm a huge fan of when you put unexpected things on a charcuterie board.
I think that's what it is.
So everybody bring chocolate, and we'll put that on there.
No,
Oh.
she's going to have it.
Oh, okay.
She's going to put it together.
No chocolate?
You guys, we'll get you some chocolate.
I just want candy.
Jeez. So the other things that we have on tap for this training is we're going to talk about business planning for next year. So we have somebody coming in for that. Home staging. We've got somebody coming in to show us a little bit about home staging and the importance of that. We also have someone coming in to talk about farming. I think this is really important as we see a shift in the market. It's weird, you guys. But to talk about farming, we've talked about it many times. And I think with everyone being so busy, they have not taken advantage of it, but I think you need to. So we're going to dive into farming. And then we're also going to have a personality assessment and talk about the different personalities. So this is where it's important that I know if you guys are going to be here. We're going to send you the assessment that you will need to fill out prior to Tuesday. So we need this no later than end of day on Monday. Okay? So if you guys let me know today who's for sure coming, I will get that to you so you can fill it out and we can be prepared for Tuesday. There is a professional development director from HAR that's going to be doing this class for us, the personality test called a DISC assessment. So It's really interesting. I think it'll help us in learning different behaviors and things to be able to connect with clients better or obtain clients better.
Okay.
So we're very excited about that. Then we're going to talk about listing processes and media days and referrals and just general business things. But we've got a great mix of things this year, and I think it'll be very beneficial for us all. Just need to make sure you guys are here and you're prepared because it's pretty action-packed. Yes, we'll let you go to the restroom, but...
Sounds good to me. And with this link to FAM Camp 2021, I do have a couple of items here if we could. Anna, let's go ahead and label it FAM Camp 2021 so we have that in here. And let's make sure that everybody can get to it as one of the top links since it's new and important information on the agent portal. So push it right up to the top of the agent portal. So if somebody logs in there, they can get to it nice and easy.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
But yes, this link will be there for you.
Great. I'm excited to see you guys in person. We're going to get ready for a new year, and it's going to be a great year. So,
sounds good to me. Super excited about that.
Yeah.
And we'll have tables up for everybody, chairs and everything like that.
Just like old times, y'all.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And then lunch.
Yes, we'll be providing lunch every day. We'll have some breakfast snacks as well. You guys can come anytime. We are not going to be doing TNT on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Feel free to arrive anytime after 8 a.m. and you guys can get set up, do any work that needs to be done, get your coffee. We'll have coffee and breakfast and get you guys all prepared to start promptly at 9 o'clock.
Sounds great to me.
Okay.
Let's do it.
See ya.
Federal Pacific Electrical Panel. There's some stuff to talk about that, right? This always comes up whenever you have an older home.
Yep.
We're going to show off the picture of one. We're going to tell you about some issues and how a realtor like yourself would deal with it.
Yep. So I don't know if you guys have experienced this before, but anytime between the 1950 and 1980-ish, the circuit breaker panels that were installed in the homes, it was common that it was called a Federal Pacific Electrical Panel, FPE.
FPE.
Yes. So if you have a client that is buying a home from the 50s to the 80s, we're seeing this a lot in Plano, like in the older homes of Plano and in Dallas and some of these older communities. But it's important that you know that these things are basically obsolete. Electricians cannot even work on them. So it's a problem for your client. So identifying this prior to a home inspection would be really beneficial, because if not, what's going to happen is they're going to call this out as being a huge fire hazard. We can't work on them. These things are like the plague, and the buyer's going to freak out. So know the age of the home, identify it in advance, and ask the seller what are their plans for this, that you are aware that these are a problem breaker box. Mm-hmm. So ask if they have any plans. Are they aware of it? I'm sure they are. If they have any plans to replace them. But also talk to your client about that in advance, because this is where things can go sideways if you wait until the inspection. So they say that they are a fire hazard.
Okay.
And I've always been of the belief that, you know what, it's been in existence for 30 years, 40 years, and there hasn't been a fire yet. But as people update different things in their home, it may overload that panel and cause a fire. So just because, I mean, that was kind of my thought process is, okay, this thing's been there forever. Why are these people freaking out over it? But it is a real thing. So they have an issue with malfunctioning. They're a fire hazard. And like I said, they can't even be worked on. So, we know that to replace these things or to work on these panels even, they're going to have to go through the city and get a permit. So they will not issue a permit on, installing these. They don't even make them anymore. But it is.
This
it is
line
something
sounds
to be
really
aware
good,
of.
Sean. I was hearing this one. Nearly 60% of the time, the problem is caused during a power surge. And one example of a Federal Pacific panel, the homeowner heard a loud pop, followed by a sizzling noise and a burning smell.
She called an electrician.
Yeah, that's good.
A lot of these
don't wanna
you'll
hear
see
burning
them
smells.
in, you hear these things. Oh, the electrical panel's in the closet. Why would it be in the closet? It should be, in a different area. That's not necessarily a problem. It's the type of box that it is. So, Federal Pacific electrical panel. Please be aware.
Yep. And there's an issue with them, and they'd have to get them changed out. Do you have an approximate cost?
I will. We have someone going through that right now that, they identified this. We asked the seller in advance, could you please replace this? And she believes it's around $2,000.
Yeah, that was my number. I would say $2,000 to $2,500, depending on how big the whole service is and how many there are.
Right. So, yeah.
So
know.
it's an issue, but it's a $2,000, $2,500 issue, something like that. Stacy, if you know the actual number, chat it in.
This is a real value add too for you as an agent to be able to identify this and save someone option fee, and the headache of having to terminate a contract and start over, because this is legitimately an issue.
It doesn't mean they're rerunning wire through the whole home. What it simply means is that where it terminates there, they would be changing that out. So in this
Right.
example here that we're kind of looking at, what would happen is each of these wires, it looks really nice. So each of these wires would be ran into a new panel. This whole box would be replaced.
Yeah.
And new switches would be put in, right? And then you'd be good to
Yeah.
go, and they'd put a whole new box
And you're
everything
safe.
in.
So,
Yep.
so all good.
Very good.
Thanks.
Done. Word of the day. Today's real estate word of the day is...
Mortgage.
Go ahead, Shauna.
Mortgage, where the T is silent. A legal document that pledges a property to the lender as security for payment of a debt. Instead of mortgages, some states use first trust deeds. So most of us have or have had a mortgage on our home securing the loan that we obtained to be able to purchase it.
Very good. And luckily, mortgage interest rates right now are relatively low.
They are, but
historically.
they are kind of creeping up. Okay.
Bell. Well, that's a wrap for us today. I did see that Amy chatted in that model home is available so connect directly with her.
Yes.
And you can get it. You can get in
It's
there.
a great opportunity, you guys.
It was
had
amazing for me last time I was there.
Me too. And we both have filled in and
Tremendous success.
Spent some time there. It's a great place to spend some time. You're going to meet new clients, new people. It's great. So I think she said she has Saturday and Sunday 12 to 6. You guys can tag team, work half, just coordinate that amongst each other and spend some time there. It's great. I know many of you already have, and that's wonderful. So.
And then I have
Thank you.
a question about Halloween.
Okay.
So Halloween's on Sunday this year, is that right?
Yes, Sunday night.
Okay. And so people will actually be going out on Sunday. It just feels like we're in this time in society where all of a sudden, like, helicopter parents are going to be sending their kids out on Saturday night.
No.
No?
I don't
okay,
think
good.
so.
I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah.
If anyone's heard of any rigmarole like that, please let me know.
No.
Because I'd need to.
We will be here with our little nephew, and we give out full-size candy bars. So if you guys are out trick-or-treating yourself and get dressed up, I know Hannah gets dressed up, come on by. We'll give you a
it was my bad this
candy
It was
bar.
my bad this year because I bought the candy late. I normally buy king-size bars. And this year there wasn't enough of them, so I had a problem, and I just resorted to. I know, just full-size candy bars, not king-size. And we have a lot of them, but you said it wasn't enough. So how many trick-or-treaters do you think we'll have?
Ooh, everybody get a little.
Keep track of them?
Yeah, let's keep track of how many we have, and let's compare on Monday.
All right. So not groups of people, but individual people.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And if you guys do dress up, I would love for you to send out your pictures so we can see them.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Right. One time when I was younger, it snowed on Halloween. Actually, it snowed like a reasonable amount when we were younger. And it was weird to move down here because then when we went out with the kids trick-or-treating and they were younger, they'd be like passed out in the yard of heat stroke, and they'd be taking their clothes off.
One year
and
we
it
did
was
give them
really
these big
crazy.
furry like animal
It was like
costumes,
85.
and they were laying in the yard, unzipping them, like, carry me home, and we were like, oh, okay. Didn't know it was going to be 100 degrees on Halloween.
There you go.
Okay. See ya.
Oh, show me your listings coming up right now.
Can you chat that in?
Yeah, we can. Omkar, could you
Show
chat
me your
in? Show me your
listings.
listings coming up right now. Please.
Up on Shauna's Zoom.
Shauna Zoom. Ready, Shauna? You want to hold your phone up? That's Shauna in Paris. New red coat.
It's pink.
Pink? Is it? Okay.
Okay.
Topic one. Federal Pacific panel box.
Is that good?
Mortgage. Word of the day.
I always do money.
Okay, that's all I got. Show it off a little bit if you... We'll have to put that word up again, sorry. Okay.
Oh, forget this. Oh, shoot.
You can go ahead. I'll pick it up.